Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today. For today's video I'm going to be doing a DVD Blu-ray book physical media haul for the month of May, and I also have a couple of things that I got from when I went to see Anastasia last weekend, so I thought I would just include it in this haul. I also have an announcement that this is going to be my final physical media haul for this channel, at least for the foreseeable future. I know I've said that in the past, but this time I've kind of had a long look at my buying habits and also my future plans, and I really want to be able to start going to more musicals and more conventions, and I have to rein in my spending in order to be able to do that. I'll still buy the occasional DVD Blu-ray book, but very specific circumstances. So this is going to be the last massive haul in this type of format. I've got plans for this channel. I'm not going anywhere. I just want to rein in on my physical media spending, because we all know I've got enough physical media to last me for a few lifetimes, and I've got a lot of unwatched stuff. So hopefully this spurs me on to actually, you know, watch the things I've bought and read the books that I've bought and all of that stuff. So I'm going to just start off quickly with the merch that I got from Anastasia, and the first one is this purple jumper that I got because I wasn't going to buy it, and then it caught my eye because it was purple and it's my favorite color, and I don't really have a lot of jumpers and for the winter, and we're coming up into winter here in Australia, so I just thought I'm going to get used out of it because it was very it was a bit on the pricey side for it, but it just says Journey to the Past, which of course is one of the classic songs from the musical, and on the back it just says Anastasia the musical. So yeah, I love it. I've actually worn it a few times the past few days, so it's definitely getting its use. So, but I mean, I bought the hoodie for when I saw Hamilton, and I practically live in that during the winter as well. So I do wear them, and I like mine oversized, so it's really comfy and warm, and yeah, I love it. I also got the program because I always get the program whenever I go to see a musical or a play. So yeah, so it's purple too, so that's just the back, and then you just have inside like that. So newest program to my collection. And then I'm going to start with the books because I did go book shopping when I was in Sydney. I only got 4 books, so I feel that was very conservative of me because I've had worse book hauls coming back from Sydney, mostly because I didn't want a heavy suitcase home. So I got 4 books, and most of them are thriller slash crime mysteries and 1 romance. I got The Deal, which is part of the Off-Campus series, which has just become a TV show on Amazon Prime. Everyone seems to be raving about it. I'm not normally a romance girly, but I thought, you know what, I'm trying to branch out a bit more into the genres that I read, and I have been liking the romances that I've read in the past, so I did get The Deal to read and see what I think of it, so, and maybe check out the TV show. But so yeah, so The Deal by L. Kennedy. And then I've been seeing this go around BookTube quite a few years ago. His books do seem to be, I think it's a he, I hope. Yeah, it's a he. I got The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I'm not 100% sure how to say that name. I've seen his books going around BookTube, and I've always been curious to check them out, so I decided to go ahead and try this one because it was on the shelf. So I thought, actually, and I've not really seen them out in the wild, so I thought, actually, I'm going to check this one out. So I got The Silent Patient, and then this one wasn't planned. I just saw it and I went, oh, I know it's been talked about on BookTube more recently, and that is The Ending Writes Itself by Evelyn Clark. The premise just seems really interesting, and kind of I think it gives me "And Then There Were None" vibes, even though I haven't actually read that book, but that's sort of the vibe I got from it. And yeah, I just thought it sounds like a different type of murder mystery, so I got that one. And then the main reason I actually wanted to go to the store, because I've been reading the Shetland books by Anne Cleeves. I'm caught up on the TV show, but I have been making my way through the books, which are a little bit different to the TV show. Maybe one day I'll do a book versus TV show adaptation comparison for Shetland, because there are a number of changes in the book series, and there was a new standalone Jimmy Perez book. Well, at the moment it's a standalone, and it's the Killing Stones. So this takes place after the 8th Shetland book, because I do have that one. I just haven't read it yet, so there's a bit of a theme. But yeah, because he's in this one, he and Willow, because I do know they eventually they actually hooked up in book 7. But I know they eventually get together and have a family and all of that. I am like 99% sure that is Douglas Henschel on the cover. You can't see his face, but it looks like his build, because yeah, apparently I've paid that much attention to him that I'm like sure he did the cover for this. I haven't actually Googled to see if he did, but I was looking at it and I went, I'm like pretty certain that's Douglas Henschel on the cover, even if we don't see his face. And I know he did go back to Shetland after he finished filming, and he said he had a project on, so I'm wondering if maybe that was to do the book cover for the new book. I'm not sure. But I did get this one, and so I have 2 books left to read at this point, and then I'm caught up on the Shetland series. So that's the Killing Stones. And then that is everything I got book-wise. So I've got plenty of books to read. So yeah, I'm not going to run out of reading material anytime soon. And then I'm going to go move into the TV shows. I did pick up the newest season, or not the most recent season, but the previous, this is season 22 of NCIS. I'm slowly collecting these, even though I'm more or less up to date. I think I don't have, obviously, season 23 because that hasn't come out yet, but I've been collecting them. I did start a rewatch for, way back in the beginning, because I was like, oh, I really want early Gibbs TV show, TV seasons. I've only watched 4 episodes of the first. I watched the first 2, so I haven't got back to it, but I will. But yeah, I do have the newest DVD release, because it was actually a really good price on eBay, and JB wanted like $44 for this, and I found it for $25. So, and even though it is the US Region 1 release and it doesn't match my other seasons, I can play it on my player, so I'm not too bothered that it's not going to match, and it comes with a slipcover and the other ones don't. So, but I have NCIS season 22. This one was a really random impulse purchase, and I could have streamed it on Disney Plus, but I went, you know what, I'm going to get Terra Nova on DVD, which I've never watched a single episode, because for some reason I never got round to this show when it was first airing, because I think even though I was in the height of my original Primeval craze, because I was watching Primeval at the time, I never watched Terra Nova, which involves dinosaurs, and you can't go wrong with dinosaurs, so yeah. I don't know why. I just bought the DVD. I know it got cancelled. I don't know if it ends on a cliffhanger or not. I'll find out eventually. So, Terra Nova. And this one I'm extremely excited that I finally got my hands on. Like, if I was going to go on a massive, physical media buying ban, I'm glad I got a hold of this, because I've been after a copy for ages. And it's Anna Karenina with Douglas Henschel. He plays Levin in the miniseries. I mean, I know the draw card is Helen McCroy. I think that's how you say her name. But I knew Douglas Henschel appeared in this. I have read Anna Karenina. I flew through that 1,000-page book in a week. I don't do that anymore. It's been a while since I've been able to binge through a whole book that quickly. Yeah, I loved Anna Karenina, and I'm hoping to find a version that is more I guess, like a more faithful adaptation to the story, because I didn't like the Keira Knightley version that just focused on the love story and not the political, like the political classes and the upheaval that was going on during the time that it's set in. Yeah, so I'm really excited to check this one out. I still haven't done it yet, but yeah, I found it brand new. Obviously I took the plastic off, but I'm really excited to check this out. So this is high up on my list of ones to watch. So Anna Karenina. And then I found Outlander Season 2 brand new, because I think it was from the same seller who was selling Terra Nova. I just haven't taken off the plastic. I've seen, I think, the first few episodes of Outlander, and I never continued on with it, even though the show's now finished. So, and there's like even a prequel series there's like a spin-off thing. I do want to check it out. I do own the first 2 seasons on Blu-ray now, but I'll probably just find the rest on streaming and do it that way, because I've been feeling like, now that it's finished, even though I said the same thing about Stranger Things, I was like, I'm gonna watch Stranger Things now that all the seasons are out. I still haven't watched Stranger Things. I know the ending's been very mixed. Actually, the same with The Boys, because that's another show I wanted to wait until the entire thing was out and then watched it. I know that's been very mixed as well, so haven't heard too many things about the Outlander finale though, so I don't know if it was good or bad. But I do want to get back around to Outlander. I've been feeling like the pull recently. I've been listening to the first book on audio. So yeah, one of these days I'll get to Outlander, the show. So, and then JB was having a 20% off sale. It was a really good price to get this show back in my collection. Probably not going to hunt down the rest of them. I think for the time being I'll just stick with the 2 shows I managed to get back in my collection. I got The Flash, the complete series, in a box set because it was actually a really good price for 9 seasons on Blu-ray. So I now have The Flash and I have Legends of Tomorrow. So maybe one day I'll get, if I happen to find them out in the wild, I will buy the seasons. But I'm probably just going to stream the other shows because I've been feeling, yeah, this is in, I want to do a rewatch of so many shows, but I'm struggling with finding new shows to watch. Even though I did watch Spider Noir in 2 sittings, so I really loved that show, random side note. But yeah, I've just sort of been wanting to rewatch more stuff, so. But I do have The Flash. I never finished The Flash. I've still got seasons 8 and 9, so I'm thinking, yeah, I kind of wanted to start with Arrow and then work my way through the shows. I have seen all of Arrow, but yeah, I didn't, and I've seen all of Legends of Tomorrow. I just never finished any of the other shows, so I've still got some catching up to do. But yeah, I was obsessed with the Flurryverse back in the day, so especially, I think I've got a vlog somewhere on my channel. I went to Sydney Supernova back in 2018, I think it was. Half the cast of the Flurryverse were there, so it was pretty great. There was also some classic Power Ranger actors there too, but I was very busy that weekend because there was a lot of people that I wanted to meet. So, but yeah, I do have The Flash, and one day I will finish it. And then we move into the movies that I got. So most of these movies are from JB High Fives Buy One Get One Free, because it was that time of year again. And I also got a couple of DVDs. I also randomly bought some. I was in a bit of a Ryan Gosling mood, and I got some of his movies too. So yeah, starting off with the DVDs, there is a bit of a theme. I got 400 Bullets with Andrew Lee Potts from Primeval. I have actually seen this. I did stream this, and I actually thought it was pretty decent for, like, you know, a straight to streaming / DVD type movie. This is, he's on a transport, that money's being taken somewhere, and he's helping guard the money being transferred. The rest of the unit is going to they betray him, and they want to steal the money. And then he teams up with a Gurkha soldier, and they only have like 400 bullets, the title. So, I actually quite like this one. So yeah, I wanted to add it to my collection. I found it on DVD. So yeah, so I have 400 bullets, and then one that I bought and I actually watched. I know I bought a movie and watched it in the month that I got it. I got Dorian Gray. Mostly because Douglas Henshall is in this. It's a very minor part. But I recognised whenever he appeared on the screen, so that was fun watching it. I will talk more about this in my first time film watches for May, so stay tuned for that video which I may film it straight after this one, I don't know yet. But yeah, Dorian Gray. I actually liked it, so that's the 2 DVDs I got, and then the rest, if I can bring them over, are all Blu-ray. I got these in, I'm pretty sure I got these in first before I got the JB Hi-Fi order. I did get Barbie because I didn't own this, even though I did love it when I saw it at the cinema. I did not do Barbie Heimer. I didn't do a double bill because I'm pretty sure it was a money issue and also a timing issue, but I did want to get Barbie to the collection because I actually own Oppenheimer. I haven't seen it since the movies, but I wanted to add this one to my collection, or like my Ryan Gosling collection. And then I got Fall Guy, which I saw at the cinema when it came out, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, 2 more Ryan Gosling movies to my collection. And then I was sort of hoping to get round to doing a rewatch of the Despicable Me movies before the new Minions film comes out at the end of next month, beginning of July. So I got Despicable Me 4 and Minions The Rise of Gru because I didn't have them yet. I've seen both of them. I saw them at the cinema. So I think I've seen every one except the third one at the cinema. Not sure why I didn't see the third one at the cinema. Maybe there was so many things on during that time that I didn't go see a Despicable Me movie. Yeah. I do want to do a rewatch, even though I'm still making my way through the MCU rewatch because I didn't do very well with that this month. So, yeah, we'll see if I get to it or not. But I did get the 2 Despicable Me films because it was like part of the buy one get one free, and it was a bit. I think it just worked out better if I physically bought them rather than like rented them. So, actually, I think one was available for streaming, and then one I would have had to rent. So, I just went ahead and got physical copies because I do love the Despicable Me franchise. And then I added Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, so I've now got the whole Mission Impossible movies. I'm probably not going to do a rewatch for another few years, unless, of course, they announce there is going to be a new one, even though I think this one was pretty, like, it felt final. I mean, it's called The Final Reckoning. I remember when it was going to be Dead Reckoning Part 1s and Part 2s, but yeah, so I'm not sure if we're going to get another one or not, but I did like this one when I saw it at the cinema. And yeah, just wanted, because I've got all the other Mission Impossible movies, I wanted to have this one in my collection too. So Mission Impossible, I was about to say Dead Reckoning, The Final Reckoning. So, and then I've actually, the movies that I did get in the buy one get one free, I have actually seen. I made sure that if I was going to buy them, they had to be films I've already seen. So I've got Better Man, which I streamed last year. I loved it. I think I sobbed from, like, I was sobbing for most of the second and third acts, but this was really great. It really surprised me. And then we have what became my favourite movie of 2025. I do eventually have plans still to do that video, the ranking videos, but I've still got some movies to catch up on from 2025. So I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I did get Begonia, which is my favourite of the Oscar nominations that I have seen for Best Picture, because there's been a couple of duds in there because I've been making my way through them. I love Begonia. It took a bit for me to get into it, but once it got past like the half-hour mark, things just went insane, and I was here for it. It was really dark, twisted, but yeah, I loved it. It was great, so I wanted to add it to my collection. And then Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which I absolutely loved. My favourite of the Now You See Me movies, and I can't wait to rewatch this again. So I probably will do a rewatch of the first two and then watch this one. But I do have it on Blu-ray now, so. And then I think these are the last two that I have that I can see. I got Anaconda. I enjoyed it when I saw it at the cinema. I mean, yeah, it's not the greatest movie, but I had fun, and it was the first movie I'd managed to get to in about 4 months. So, because we saw this on my birthday, so. But yeah, I just thought, I've got the box set with the 4 Anaconda films. Maybe for I'm thinking for 31 Days of Horror this year, I'm going to do a rewatch. Well, I say rewatch, I've only seen the original Anaconda. I've not seen any of the sequels, and then watch this one. It might be my franchise for this year. We'll see. And then even though I did get this digitally when it was released, because it was one of the ones I was anticipating at the movies, and then obviously couldn't get to it. I got Wicked for Good just because I have the first one, and while this wasn't as good as the original, like the first one, I did enjoy it. It's because the second act is like significantly weaker than the first one. Like ending on Defying Gravity is like, you can't really beat that. Even though I have been listening to No Good Deed for quite a while, so but I do have Wicked for Good, and that is everything that I got in May. Yeah, you can see why I need to go on a massive ban from buying things, because I'm running out of room, and I need to actually, start saving money for some of my plans for next year. There will still be videos. I'm not giving up on this channel, as I said. Just, I want to do the hauls a bit differently, so there probably won't be any more type of hauls until the new year. At least that's what I'm planning. Yell at me if you see me posting a haul video. But no, I need to save money for like trips I'm planning and stuff. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!